welcome to another vlog 51. It is now Thursday, it is now another week. For those who are new to my channel, don't ask me why the Cambridge week begins on a Thursday, because I don't actually know the answer to that question. But in any case, it is Thursday, it is actually the start of term, week 1. So there'll be supervisions coming up, I've got revision to do, there'll be exams coming up at the end of May, which I need to prepare for. For today, for this morning at least, I will be getting on with some more work. I'm going to be focusing on human rights law, maybe doing some note-taking around the topic of freedom of religion. I've just been taking a break for lunch, having spent the morning making some notes for human rights law on the topic of freedom of religion. I did it initially outside, but then the weather became a little bit cold, so I decided to come inside and just continue my studies in my room. I'm probably going to spend the afternoon continuing on with that note-taking on this particular topic, which will be the subject of the next supervision for human rights law. So that's probably going to be my focus for this afternoon. This afternoon I was able to get quite a bit of note-taking done for human rights law on the topic of freedom of religion. Quite an interesting topic, looking forward to exploring that in the upcoming supervision that'll be happening later on this term. Afterwards had something for dinner, and then following on from that just did some bits and pieces, nothing too major or anything like that. Just working on, like I said, a few bits and pieces. I'm getting a bit tired now, to be honest, so I'm probably going to head off to bed. I'll catch you in the morning. This morning I'm probably going to get on with some work for European Union law. I'm going to have a look at the topic for the next supervision that we'll have for European Union law, and that's going to be on EU membership, so things about how obviously you may join the EU, how you may withdraw from the EU. So it'll be quite an interesting topic to have a look at. So I'm probably going to focus on that this morning. I was able, first of all, to make some good progress on note-taking for European Union law on the topic of EU membership, and I was also able to submit an application for a mini pupillage, so fingers crossed with that. I've just been to the shops to get one or two things in. I'm going to make something for lunch now, and then this afternoon I'm probably going to continue on with the note-taking for European Union law, and then I'll see what I'll do after that. I spent the afternoon finishing off the notes I wanted to take for the topic I mentioned for European Union law, and then because it was Friday I was able to have fish and chips for dinner. Had that with a friend outside of Hall, which was nice, and now I'm probably going to be spending the evening getting on with some more work. I might get on with what I mentioned in the previous vlog, which is to peer review my friend's dissertation, so I might get on with that a bit more. I've made some more progress on peer reviewing my friend's dissertation. I'll probably continue on with that tomorrow. Probably going to head off to bed now, so I'll catch you in the morning. There are two things I probably want to do today. First of all, to continue peer reviewing my friend's dissertation, because we'll be handing that back to each other some point early next week. And the other thing I want to do is to prepare for the human rights law supervision on the topic of freedom of religion. That'll be happening next week as well. So I'm probably going to start with peer reviewing my friend's dissertation. Those two things I mentioned I wanted to do today, making good progress with both. Started with my friend's dissertation, continued to make some feedback, put some points down for her to think about in terms of her dissertation. Then afterwards had a break for something for lunch from Hall, and then afterwards got on with some work for the human rights law supervision. Making good progress there. I've been able to make some notes on the cases and the literature that we'll be looking at, or at least that are relevant for the upcoming supervision. Probably this afternoon, probably going to get on with some other revisions, some other work that needs to get done as well. This afternoon I did some revision for equity, going back to those very first lectures and notes that I took, and the notes that I took since then looking at the introduction to equity and trust, so the key concepts, key principles, the key debates around equity, so we've been going through that. I'll probably be continuing on with that this evening. Right now though, I might need to go to the shops. When I was making something for dinner, I ran out of certain things that I will need, so I'm probably going to have to go to the shops to get a few things in. And then I'll get on with some revision, but also then obviously make sure I take those much important and much needed breaks as well. I was able to do some more revision for equity. I was able to get quite a bit of revision done, which I am pleased with. I am getting a bit tired now, so I'm probably going to head off to bed. I'll see you in the morning. As it is Sunday today, I will in all likelihood be having brunch later on, but before that I need to probably get on with some more work. Probably going to get on with some revision. I was doing some equity revision yesterday, and I think I might continue with that, looking at the next topic, which is in relation to the free certainties. I've been getting on with the revision for equity that I said I was going to get on with, looking at the topic of the free certainties, quite an interesting topic. I've also had something for brunch, had that outside with a friend, which was good. This afternoon, probably going to continue a bit with some equity revision, but then afterwards I've got a video to edit, so I'm going to get on with that. I was able to get on with some more revision for equity. I then had something for dinner, and afterwards I caught up with one of my good friends, Henry, who I've mentioned on this channel before. We decided to have a catch up via video call, and that was really good. And then afterwards I just got on with some video editing, just putting a video together, so that'll be on the channel by the time you see this vlog. So I'm probably going to head off to bed now. I'll see you tomorrow. Today I've probably got a few things that I want to get on with. What I'll probably do first is finish off editing the YouTube video and get that uploaded. And then I'll probably just check some of my emails because there are some supervisions to get organized fully for this week, for this upcoming week. And then I'll probably just get on with some more revision, probably continue on looking at equity. Once I got the video uploaded onto the channel and dealt with a few emails, I then got on with some revision for equity, looking at the beneficiary principle. I also needed to take a COVID test as part of the weekly university program, so that's been taken care of. I've had something for lunch. I'm currently having a break, and then this afternoon I'll probably continue on with some initial revision on the beneficiary principle, and then afterwards I might do some super prep because I've got some supervisions coming up this week. Like I said I would, I initially got on with some more revision for equity on the beneficiary principle, and then afterwards went on to do some preparation for the supervision that's coming up this Friday for human rights law, so looking at the questions that were on the supervision sheets and making sure I've got some answers for those, making good progress there. I've had something for dinner, and this evening I'm going to be doing hopefully a couple of things. There's something I need to do for the Cambridge Union, and then afterwards I'm going to be looking through the comments that my friend who was looking at my dissertation has left on my dissertation to see where I could improve or areas I could think about in terms of changing my dissertation, or at least making it a lot more clearer, making my arguments clearer, things like that. There wasn't too much to do for the union. It was mainly just creating some online Q&A forms for 2 events that are coming up at the Cambridge Union, so that didn't take too long. And then afterwards I started looking through the comments my friend left on my dissertation and started making some alterations, looking at where I could change, improve my dissertation based on her comments. I'm probably going to now, because I'm getting tired, probably going to head off to bed. The weather isn't looking the best at the moment, so I'm probably going to be staying inside, getting on with some more revision for equity. I'm probably going to be looking at the formation and constitution of trusts. But before I do that, there's a show that I'm watching on Disney Plus, so I'm going to watch that first and then get on with that revision. The first episode of the show I watched this morning was really good, and then got on with some revision for equity, looking at formalities. I've had something for lunch, and I've also been to the shops to get a few things in, at least while the weather is a little bit more calm at the moment. This afternoon, probably going to be getting on with some more revision for equity. I want to look at the constitution of trusts as well as perpetuities. This afternoon I was able to get on with some more revision for equity, looking at constitution of trusts and the perpetuity rules, and that was a quite interesting topic to look at. I've had something for dinner, and very soon I'll be heading off to meet up with some of my friends within my household because one of my friends has his birthday today. So yeah, that should be good. I'm looking forward to it. I forgot to record last night, but safe to say I had a really good time celebrating my friend's birthday. It was really good fun. Today I'll be starting off with a video call with my friend, the friend who peer reviewed my dissertation. So we're going to just discuss with each other the comments that we left on each other's dissertations and talk about what we thought of each other's dissertations, so that should be good. And then afterwards, I'm probably going to focus on my dissertation, look at those comments that were left, and start thinking about how I can improve upon my dissertation, because it needs to be submitted before the 17th of May. So that's not very long away. The video call was very useful. It was good to go through our comments and ask any questions, anything we weren't sure about in terms of the comments that we left on each of his dissertations. And for this morning, I've just been mainly focusing on my dissertation, looking at where I can improve on it. I've had something for lunch from Hull, and now probably this afternoon I'm going to continue on focusing on the dissertation, and maybe later on today I'll get on with some more revision for equity. This afternoon and this evening I was able to do quite a bit for my dissertation, looking at what I could improve upon my initial draft based on the feedback that my friend gave, and I've been able to make quite a bit of progress on that. I'll probably be continuing on with that over the next week or so, because like I said before, it is due on the 17th of May, so not very long to go until that deadline. I was also able to get on with some revision for equity, finishing off what I was looking at before with the constitution of trusts and the rules of perpetuities. I also found out this afternoon that I had been selected as the winner of an external essay competition I took part in a month or so ago, which I am pleased and delighted with. And on that positive note, I'm going to bring this vlog to an end. Week 1 is officially over. Week 2 is about to begin. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, don't forget to do all the things as you know that you need to do. Liking the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description below. Comment if you've got any questions or anything like that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.